Hey, what's good? I just thought of this real quick video just to get the ball rolling. I thought of making more of these just off the cuff, sit down, talk quickly, document some thoughts. Maybe also make a diary entry, right? It's like a thing you can look back and get to know your thoughts in the past and then maybe form your future thoughts and, all that jazz. So this one's a quick the question for today is who wasn't impacted by the quarantine and how I personally was impacted or not impacted. So I've heard talks about how gamers' mental health and everything actually wasn't really impacted much after when COVID hit and then all the quarantining started, and now with all the restrictions in this area or any other, like I've actually heard that it's even getting worse with the lockdowns and restrictions. We're getting even more restricted. I've heard about the vaccine, apparently something somewhere, but you never know. So in the talks they outlined this issue, which is that they weren't impacted by the quarantine at all, the gamers. That's what they talked in the talk, and I realized that, well, yeah, I don't feel much of impact myself personally. Not to say that I'm a gamer, but the category of people who are actually more tied to their computers, the internet, and online work usually don't need to physically travel anywhere to do that work, and thus they get used to sitting down at their computers, sitting down at home in their rooms without an actual need to go outside, socialize, and whatever. So I thought this is kind of a situation where I can relate to that, and I don't feel like the impact of COVID was all that much on me personally. Obviously, I feel for every single health worker, every person that actually had to deal with this nonsense. It's a terrible situation, but this is out of the scope of this video, and I feel like people who are more outgoing and more extroverted, they are probably mentally impacted a bit more when they can't just go outside and I guess socialize and meet their friends and meet people. And I just wanted to put it out there that there is actually a problem, that there's a group of people who aren't really getting impacted by the quarantine. And again, I'm not an expert on this for sure, so all I can do is speculate as to if it's actually a good thing, if it's a bad thing, if maybe this is gonna keep happening, and then thus, everyone should adapt some of that mindset of being at home, being by yourself, or maybe everything's gonna flip on its head, you never know. So that's a quick one. I've been streaming on Twitch, socializing with chatters and friends, viewers. So if you're interested in technology streams nowadays, especially this week, I am doing most of OpenGL, C++ programming, where I'm creating visuals and models in a 3D environment with code, and if you're interested in that at all. We're sometimes looking at stocks, and I've made an investment, my first ever investment that I've made. I bought Unity stock, bought it at a pretty bad time, but now we're analyzing the graphs and all that. So it's just a cool space to hang out. So if you're interested, twitch.tv/MariusUrbelis, you're very welcome there. And for anyone else, well, I'll hopefully be making more of these videos. So thanks for watching and see you soon.